Hi, I'm Max from the product team here at Quick, and today we're going to be talking about how we think about deploying AI agents on voice, specifically how we think about overcoming some of the challenges that we found to be unique to voice. I think we've all seen some really compelling agentic voice demos recently, and it's clear the capabilities powering those, whether that's the text-to-speech models, the speech-to-text models, the large language models themselves, have come a long way recently and have enabled the creation of some really powerful and compelling experiences. When building out AI Studio, we've always taken the approach that we wanted our customers to be able to build their agent once and then run it anywhere. And that means handling some of the key strengths and weaknesses of each channel, and voice is no exception to that. So I want to touch on a few scenarios that we've run into when deploying voice experiences in production and show how we mitigate those in AI Studio. While voice is great for expressing emotion, for allowing your customers to have a natural back and forth with an AI agent, just like they would with a human agent, there's a handful of somewhat common scenarios where it presents challenges that you don't have on messaging channels like web chat or SMS or Apple Messages for Business. Broadly speaking, voice on its own isn't great when you're trying to present multiple detailed or complex options to a customer. So you can probably picture a scenario where an agent is trying to help a customer book or rebook a flight, and it's sending out 5 or 6 different flight options with all the details, the times, the flight numbers, things like that. Or a scenario where you're trying to help a customer book an appointment or reschedule an appointment and sending out multiple different options across multiple days. It's hard for a customer to keep all that information in their head. Maybe they ask the AI agent to repeat one date and then respond back. So we found that generally leads to more frustrated customers, lower CSAT, higher escalation. It's just generally not a great user experience for your customers or for your business. So with Quick, you get the best of messaging and voice by using messaging to supplement a voice conversation while it's happening. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to pull up a demo of a fictional bicycle retailer and show how we handle this within our AI Studio product.
Thank you for calling Quicksilver Bikes. How may I assist you today?
Hi, I wanted to see when my bike was going to be ready for pickup.
Let me check that. Your Cannondale bike is estimated to be ready for pickup on May 25th, 2025 at the Bozeman, Montana location. Please remember there is a balance of $1,000 due at the time of pickup. Let us know if you have other questions.
Shoot, can I actually change the store that I pick it up at?
No problem. I'll send you a text message with all nearby stores. Please let me know which store you'd like to change your pickup location to. Great. Your bike will be available for pickup at the Peak location. Please let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
I've also got an older bike that I need to schedule a tune-up for. Can you help with that as well?
No problem. We'll be happy to help you schedule a tune-up. Do certain days or times work best for you? We are open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Can we do tomorrow around 11:30?
Unfortunately, that time isn't available. I'll text you a list of available times. Please select from one of the available times. Wonderful. We have scheduled your tune-up for May 19th, 11 o'clock a.m. See you then.
Awesome. Thank you. So hopefully that demo was helpful for understanding how being able to augment with voice is really important during a conversation. So instead of reading out those different store locations with the addresses or all those different service times over the conversation, we're able to just text me those during the course of the conversation. I can respond either on messaging or I could have spoken my response, and that's going to show up in the transcript as one unified conversation. It's going to be processed the same way, so a much better user experience when you're dealing with multiple options you're trying to send a customer during the course of a conversation. Now let's take a peek at how we have this configured in the platform here. So I'm able to define my voice-specific message, which I'll go ahead and open up the behavior where I'm doing that. So you can see here, I'm defining my voice-specific message, then I'm defining the message that I want to be sending over, in this case, Apple Messages for Business. I've obviously built this statically for the purpose of this demo, but in the real world, we'll be pulling in data from Store Finder API or some other actual real data source that we'd be leveraging. Now, as I mentioned, the really cool thing from a reporting perspective, I'll go ahead and open up our debug workbench here, is that this is one unified conversation here. So if I open up our conversation here, I get the full traceability, full visibility into exactly what happened at every turn, which is great. But what I want to highlight here is if I open up the conversation, you can see the entirety of that back and forth. So both what I spoke in and then what I messaged in as well is all part of one unified transcript, which is great for a reporting perspective, or if a human agent ever needs to take over this conversation, they're going to have full context of exactly what happened. You could probably imagine there's other scenarios too where this sort of approach is helpful. So maybe that's sending a customer instructions for troubleshooting a device, where being able to send an image is going to be a helpful part of that experience. Or conversely, there might be scenarios where you want to collect an image from a customer and you'll need them to message that image in. You obviously can't do that over voice alone. It can also just be helpful to send along links during a conversation. So in the same way you might send a link to a knowledge base article when a customer asks a frequently asked question, or a product recommendation when a customer asks about a product, be able to text those during the course of the conversation so the customer can reference those during the course of the call and afterwards, we found to be quite helpful. So that's how we think about supercharging voice AI with messaging it quick and help create a customer journey that works exceptionally well across whatever channel you're using. If you want to learn more about our AI Studio product, you can sign up for a trial, or please reach out if you want to have a conversation to discuss your use case in more depth. Thanks.